Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 23 of our All the Mod 7 Let's Play series, where today we are starting out working with occultism, and then we pivot to working with ore doubling and some other stuff. So yeah, let's get started. All right, welcome back. Today we are going to continue, as we have been, working towards occultism and working on that. So we have our smeltery over here, but I want to get into occultism so I can start working on smelting down some of these ores and stuff that we're going to need. That way, when we get to this point, or we can get the ingots that we're going to need to get into bigger reactors and yada 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 yada, bada bing, bada boom, good to go. So let's go. First off, a couple comments I need to point out. It was mentioned to me a couple times, but the first time was by our buddy Delicam, that I should rearrange this. So what I should do is move the hopper over to this side, or the other side, doesn't really matter. We can get, or well, we can activate this for now. That's fine. We are running low on coal again. But if we take this and we get a plank, and then we get a pressure plate of any sort, spruce will work fine. We can set this up in the front of this so that way the pressure plate can turn on the system, and then that way it only turns on when we're actually standing next to it, instead of me having to remember to turn this guy off. So if we stand here, it turns on, bam, and we're good to go. And then the coal can go in through any side on this coal generator, so I'm not too concerned about, taking care of that. So let's go ahead and throw a little bit of coal in here. We step off of it, system shuts off. Bam, we're good to go. Also, another comment by a friend of the channel named Davey mentioned that there is the Bezoar, which I forgot about, that we had gotten these early on in the game. And these might clear the bad omen. So if we eat this, no, unfortunately, the Bezoar did not. Well, that's okay. We tried it anyway. I appreciate the comment. It's worth always trying out and experimenting because, that's what we want to do. So yeah, I like this setup. So it turns off when we're not standing near there. I do wish I could have like a little bit of range so I could, like bam, come into it or whatever from, over here, whatever, but that's okay. We can come right up on it, use it. It's gonna conserve power, at least until we get other power systems set up. So what we need to work on is getting occultism set up, right? We need to continue working towards occultism, and our goal is to ultimately, eventually, summon the Merid Crusher. But that's going to require us to fight an Afrit, which I don't know if we're 100% able to do so yet. We don't have any fantastic armor, or I mean, we do have a decent spell book, but I don't know what this fight's going to be like. So I'm a little nervous about having to fight something in order to do this. Plus, we're going to need weather skeleton skulls and all that stuff, so it's going to be a bit. But we can get the other tier of Crusher, the Ginny Crusher, and at least that will get us a little better. Oh, there's an Afrit Crusher? Goodness gracious, this looks like Book of Binding, Afrit. Afrit Crusher. It's a fast crusher. It just requires Easnium dust, which is what we're working towards. And what was the Abra's Conjure? Let's look at the pinnacle for this. Maybe this would be, it's going to be better than a Djinn. It does require some skull on. It does require the red stuff, which I figured it was going to require the red chalk, which requires the Afrit. So no, we're going to be stuck with the Djinn for now, and then the Ginny, and we will move on from there. So with that being said, we need a couple things. Our goal now is we need to go into the nether, and we need to get Easnium, right? In order to do so, we need to do this ritual, Strigor's Higher Binding, which is going to require some silver, some sticks, and a spirit-attuned pickaxe head, and a Book of Binding Ginny. So we're going to bookmark all of these things, and we can grab the silver ingots. That's pretty easy. Silver. Oh, I have no silver ingots. So we're going to need to go put some of this ore into the system. We're going to need these spirit attuned gems, which is just diamonds. So we just need to grab 3 diamonds. Oh, and I have exactly 3. Remember, we have like 50 diamonds over there, so I'm not too concerned about the diamond utilization. And then we're going to need a Book of Binding Ginny, which is going to require green dye. I remember we needed to set up cactus growth. I do remember that being a thing. Let's get black dye or ink sac. And then... And actually, we're going to need, book and quill. Okay, so there's that part of it. So we'll be able to get this. We just need to get the green dye. which we can get. We do have cactus available to us, so we can plant the cactus. And can you bone meal cactus? I don't think you can bone meal cactus. What other options do we have for green dye? So this is where I'm going to step off of this and then take a look and see green dye. Green dye. Let's see. Cactus. Alchemy can convert it over, but we haven't gotten into the blue skies dimension. We can crush goldenrods or rose bushes, and we have a potential, but we don't 5% potential. That's not very high. We don't have much option for this. Okay. Mechanical squeezer would get us 4. If I did that though, I'd have no more cactus, but this would work. Do I have? There's another cactus down here, right? I thought. No, that's bamboo. And no cactuses anywhere around here. Okay, so we are going to have to go plant this. So I'm just going to pop over here. And we have some sand here. So we can plant this guy here. And then, I mean, apotheosis is in the pack, so it will eventually grow taller. We're going to have to see what happens in a little bit. Hopefully, by the time I harvest all this, maybe we'll have a little growth. I'm gonna try out the bone meal on it, but I don't believe you can use bone meal on cactus. I could be absolutely wrong. That's a vanilla mechanic, and if you know anything about TheAndrata, me and vanilla mechanics, we don't go too well together. So, but we have other prep to do, so that's okay. You're not the right book. You are. So let's fly back over here. I love this little spell. I do wish we had more mana and I could just constantly fly. Also, the slow fall would be nice, but that's okay. Well, we got plenty of sugarcane though. Oh, you know what? Me breaking the sugarcane, all of that, broke the game. We're gonna be a little bit slow here. Are we back? There we go. Yeah, breaking all that sugarcane caused a lot of block updates, and yeah, I broke it. We're gonna get bone meal, and we're gonna try and see if we can do this, but like I said, I'm pretty sure we can't. Oh, maybe you saw. Maybe you. I don't have any emeralds, so it don't matter. I was like, oh, maybe he'll have cactuses, but yeah, it doesn't matter. We're gonna throw these out there and then throw those out. The ink sac. Oh no, I'm sorry. The ink sac has to be converted to dye, and then that gets thrown and it gets turned into ink. Let's see what bro has over here. What you got for me, Broheim? Sugarcane. I have plenty of you. Now, if you could buy sugarcane, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Black dye is kind of nice, but yeah, you really don't have much for me. So I will allow you to live by the graces of, well, the villagers in Lavender Bay. Really, I don't want them to see me commit too much violence against, an innocent trader. But if you start bothering me, we may have to take you out back. Yeah, no bone mealing. As I suspected, that is not a thing you can do. And this is not in a claimed chunk, so I don't think this is going to continue to grow. So let's move the cactus into our claimed chunk area. Can cactuses grow on grass? I don't think so. Could be wrong. Again, like I said, a lot of things. Is Snad in this pack? No. Let's go into our chunk boundary and then place the sand. And why I needed to break that dirt to place the sand, I don't know, but I did. So we're gonna let that grow, do its thing, and maybe let's see. So we have that. We can get this guy going. Let's just leap up into here. So we can do this part. So that gets us our spirit attuned axe head. And we'll be able to get the Book of Ginny once we get the green dye, so that's okay. So that takes care of that. So now we need to do the Strigor's higher binding ritual. So that's our goal. So let's look into our book and see what we need to do for that. Strigor's higher binding. It's going to require white, gold, and purple chalk. So let's look at the chalks. We are going to need impure white, impure red, not red, gold, and purple. And then we're going to cook all those. You get the impure version and then you cook them later. So the white chalk is going to be this stuff, Otherworld Ashes, impure golden chalk, gold dust, and glowstone dust. And then you are crushed endstone. Oh, no. And you, oh, no. I don't have crushed end stone. I don't have any end stone. Sneaky way to get end stone? Doubt it. Sandstone, yeah, generalized ender production. Hostile neural networks are not even close to being there. I mean, do we go and a stonemason? Oh, but that requires only after know the end has been unlocked, and then I can convert sandstone and ender pearls into end stone. But yeah, that's not going to be anything I can do. Yeah, endermites can drop them. That's a bummer. I haven't gotten any end stone at all. Right? Yeah, no end stone. And you have to have crushed end stone. Oh, and the crusher spirit has to be the one to crush the end stone. So I have to get into the lower tier guy too. So, well, that gives the cactus time to grow. Oh, look, cactus. We did have cactus up here. I knew it. That gives our cactus time to grow because we can't do this higher tier gin until we head into the end and get end stone. So we're gonna kind of sort of skip that part. So that's okay. We can go and get the Easnium. That's fine. I wanted to get the gin part set up. Well, actually, can we get the Easnium? The craft infused pickaxe requires Strigor's higher binding. In Strigor's, yeah, I can't do this until we go to the end, can I? It's kind of unfortunate gating. I don't like that. Yeah, look, there's purple chalk right there. I don't like that gating. Not very fun. Okay. All right, so that means that I can't even summon this guy. We're going to be stuck with our low tier crusher who is slow and only doubles, but that's okay. I mean, you know what? We're not gonna complain too much. I guess we'll get the crusher, we'll get the regular foliate crusher, and then we can work on getting into bigger reactors. We're just only going to be able to double everything instead of sextupling everything with the Afrit crusher or the Merid crusher. Just checking, see what else there is for crushing other than create. Create would be the only other thing. But actually, if I remember correctly, yeah, we looked into it. Create can't double. It only gives you one. It gives you nuggets of experience, so you get, you get experience with it, but you only get one ore from each. And we want more. Even though I have automated mining and everything, I want more. I want to be frugal with our resources. So we're going to grab this guy. Gold, iron, copper, and silver. Good thing I didn't make the book either of the Ginny. We're going to do this guy, which is you, which is you. And then you. Oh, and I had purified ink left over. Nice. Okay, so we got our book of binding. I just got to go get some iron ore from our miner over there, which should be fairly easy to do by just flying on over. I didn't get all of the things from over here. I couldn't reach all of them, and I wasn't pillaring up to get everything. How are you doing here? You have 50 coal left. You're still working. You're on chunk 5 of 1,089. 56 diamonds now. Nice. And we have iron, right? Yes, we have a bunch of iron. So we can grab... We'll grab all of it. We can let him process all of this iron. Iron is our bottleneck. Plus, remember, we need like 100 something odd iron to get into this. We're also going to need a bunch of coal, and we haven't really solved the coal situation, have we? Because we're literally using all of our coal. Can I use charcoal? I can. So we can. I can smelt. What's an easier way to get charcoal? Smelting the only way. 8 gives you, oh yeah, because you only get 8 for each. So we can blast furnace this, we can smelt. Coke oven, like I want to see, like, is there a way I could use my lava somehow? Bulk blasting. Speaking of our lava is doing really well. I went and checked on it earlier. We let it run for a bit, and this is still at 32 buckets, so that means that it is refilling up there in the nether, which is good for us. Oh, I meant to go over here. So we're just going to pop our ingredients down and the raw iron. Let that do its thing after placing the book down. And remember, we have our capture bag, so I can pick this guy up, but we got to be very careful. I'm going to place him on the ground and then push him into his home, because last time I placed him into the wall, and that just did not work out well for me. But anyway, okay, so we got that going on, kind of trying to deviate and see where we need to go to get this done. Yeah, I can't do you, can I? Because you're going to require Streetor's higher binding. So we're kind of stalled out on bigger reactors for a little while. Or I'm sorry, with occultism for just a bit, but that's okay. We got everything bookmarked. We're gonna get there eventually. So that means we can pivot into Ars Nouveau, because I wanted to get into these higher tier glyphs and finally crack these, break into these and start working on getting, maybe we can do a little bit of like automation with Ars Nouveau, because like this forester's hut is great for like the woods that are needed for this, but I want more wood because I obviously need more charcoal for this whole process for the bigger reactors and everything. And yeah, we need to see what we can do to get that better. Hey, Tinsley grew up. Real quick, deviate. Get to work over here, Tinsley. Higher. Get to work. All right, do you have all your stuff you need for this? Yeah, you have a bunch of stuff. We're going to pick up all this extra. Saplings can all stay. I need to plant saplings. We're going to just real quick changing modes. You need to get to work. Yeah, you're within the boundary. And then birch can go here. Oak, spruce. Sure. I forgot the jungle, but that's okay. And Tinsley went home because it started raining. He's lazy. Like, I don't even know. I don't know what gen this would be. I'm just kidding. There's no generation that's lazy. Everybody does what they can. Everybody's life is their life, and we all do what we can do. Right? Right. Okay, here we go. All right, so what were we doing? I got distracted. Okay, let's go back out here. We need to set our crusher guy down, and then I can put him in his home. Let me break the fence really quick. Nope, not him. Oh, that hit him. Huh, that would have sucked. What if like I could like hit him with this and then it killed him? I would cry probably. All right, let's go. Bam, hit over there. And then we can just give you your ore. Now, how could I automate the dropping of the ore on this guy? Modular routers? You think? Is there like a dropper mod? There is a dropper module. Could I mean, I could just use a dropper. Theoretically, I could just use a dropper, put stuff in a dropper, and let it drop on him, because the hopper is going to pick everything up. And then I could have the hopper pipe into a chest over here or something. Or I could set pipes up to go into a chest right here. I like this idea. Let's automate this guy a little more, because otherwise I'm going to have to keep going back and putting this iron in. So let's go ahead and grab a chest and a dropper. Should we just use modular routers for this? I guess I don't see the need. I really don't see a need to use it. We're not going to be picking up with it or anything, so it would be overkill for something that vanilla can just handle for me. So we're going to get the dropper. Now, the only caveat with this is that if he has too much stuff on the ground, it will disappear. Is there like an entity detector? Control Shift, a small device that observes at a defined volume and emits a redstone signal if it sees an entity. 2 blocks above and below. Range in front. Range can be configured with buttons. You can change mobs, players, animals, etc. Output is to the block where the sensor is placed on. Click with a redstone torch to configure the output. You require Eye of Ender. You're kind of pricey, aren't you? What is this laser? Huh. This kind of seems like it could do it. So it sounds like what this could do, you could place it on a block here. Like if I placed it here, it could detect two in front and one up, I think. And if it detects whatever entity type you choose, it'll emit a redstone signal. It's going to emit a redstone signal into the block that it's attached to. Could I, if I don't, it's not going to pass through to the hopper, and I don't think there's like any other kind of. Again, this area is not my forte, so I'm not 100% how well this would work. Redstone and me, huh? To form a redstone circuit. Well, we'll see what we can do. Let's get this set up basically for now, and then we'll see what other options we have. So let's get a chest. We need an iron chest. Um, we need my pipes, which I think I have. So we have the iron chest, we have the dropper. We're going to want a hopper so we can feed into the dropper. Or we could use a pipe. Pipe will work fine. We'll just use pipes. I do have item pipes on me, right? Yes. Okay. And then, yeah, that should theoretically be everything we need. Okay. So if we come down here, we're going to break into above this guy, right? I don't know what his like actual like height is. If I do it here, if I do it here and it drops, what's going to happen is, what's going to happen? I'm going to drop stuff. If he doesn't pick it up, like it'll drop, it'll end up in this hopper, and then it's going to go into the chest. So it won't despawn, but it kind of makes the whole cycling of this a pain because everything's just going to drop and then go into the hopper. So maybe automating this isn't the greatest idea. Let's see. You're going to drop that stuff. And I guess we'll give you a redstone signal. Maybe that'll work. But let's go down here. Item pipe. We're going to item pipe off of the hopper, and I want to hide it. So we're going to go below it. Okay. Looks good to me. Grab our dirt. Bam. And then chest. Don't grab the dirt yet, though. We need to extract from the hopper. Okay. Chest. There we go. Iron dust is going to start coming into here. Okay. And then if we gave this a redstone signal with like a lever or something, we can see if that's going to work for us. I jump out of stuff way too often, don't I? This needs pulsed too, doesn't it? So maybe the modular router would work better because it can just run. I think, okay, so that's where the advantage of having the modular router would come in. Okay. Yeah, because I'd have to pulse this, and so I'd have to set up like a timer like I have set up here, which is doable, and it would probably help me eliminate the need. I could time this so that I could figure out exactly how long this guy takes, set the timer to be that many ticks, and then that way it's only dropping one every iteration that it needs to. That might be a good option, to be honest with you. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's get a redstone timer. And that way we don't have these just dropping into the world and then getting wasted. And it's kind of a poor man's automation of this. Bam, bam. So I'm not entirely sure how long this guy takes, but I'm going to go ahead and say it's like 20 seconds. So that would be like what, 400 ticks? Or no, yeah, 400 ticks. Am I correct in that? Someone will tell me. Okay, so we're going to say 400 ticks. And he's going to do his thing. And then you are 43, 42, Problem is going to be getting him timed properly, but that's okay. And I picked it up. That's going to be another issue, is that if I'm in range of this at all, I'm going to end up picking up this iron instead of him, but we'll see how this is going to work. Okay, so this has got another 100 ticks or so. So we're going to come over here and we're going to watch and see if that drops. And what I don't want is to pick it up myself, but oh, and the hopper spits out. I forgot. You know what? You're driving me nuts here, game. Last try, modular router. I believe you can tell the modular router to not spit it out. So modular router, and then it was just this and not that. Where's my dropper? Okay. All right, dropper module. You are going to get configured. You're going to drop from the front. And don't spit, like don't just yeet it out into the world, okay? Just drop it. Yes, just like that. That's what I want to see. Okay. But what I want you to do is work on a pulse. Yes. So only when this goes off will you do the thing. And then we can put a chest on top of it with a pipe that leads into it. But it's just as long as this works. That's what I want to see. Come on. Okay, it dropped. Did it end up in here? I don't know because there was already iron in there. Bremead, I need you to be cool. You're not Breadmead anymore. You're Azure Lorries, by the way. But I need you to be cool about this and catch that when it falls instead of letting it go into the hopper. Okay, let's see where it went. Hey, he caught it. That's what I want to see. All right, so that's at least semi-automated. And he's not going to spit things out like super often. There is, with this simple magnets, right? That's what this is. This is magnet, and it's the simple magnets mod. There are these demagnetization things where I can set it up over there so I don't magnet anything up in that area. And it's just some iron and red and gold and redstone. So prevents items up to 3 blocks away being attracted by magnets. So if I take this and I attach it here, I'm stuck on the sunflower. No, let's attach you here, right on that guy's head. So now anything that gets dropped, I shouldn't pick up, right? Good. Okay, cool. Now I'm not picking that magnet up and we're good to go. So yeah, that is that Bremead. It's not Bremead, but that was our first one, so it's Bremead. That's what his name's going to be for the rest of forever. That is him automated. So now I just need to get this iron put into a chest that gets piped into the modular router. And actually, I don't even need to do that. I could use modular routers to handle it, which would be kind of cool. Let's get another modular router, and let's get a sender module. Now you are the one that can be from anywhere, correct? Can you be? We'll find out. Or do you have to be adjacent? Didn't I had modules, didn't I? I swear I had 3 modules. Or did I use, does it use the modules to make the routers? Yeah, I did. Okay. So let's do sender. We need this, which means we need the module itself, gold nuggets. Bam. And I think we need to upgrade this to Mark II in order for it to be able to wirelessly send it to the block that I want to send it to. Okay. So what we're going to do is come here and we're going to go here. And again, I actually need a polar module to get this fully automated, but that's okay. We'll get it going. But we're going to grab the sender module and we're going to target that by shift right clicking. We're going to grab our spell book. We're going to place this here. We're going to put our modular router here. And we're going to say, hey, you're going to send into there, right? By doing this. So if I put this in there, it should start filling this guy up, right? Then what we need to do is get a polar module so I can put a chest up above or a barrel or something so I can fill that with the ingots, the raw ingots, and it will pull from there. So let's grab a polar module. And is this necessary? No, I could easily use a hopper and a chest and this will be done. But I kind of want to just use these just so that you guys can see how these things work. Polar module requires a sticky piston. I don't know if we need to upgrade this to Mark II. I don't know. We actually didn't need to upgrade the other one to Mark II since I placed it adjacent, but that's okay. And we're going to grab a barrel so that I can access it without having to break a block. And we need a router. And this guy is going to go above. No, I didn't need a router either. We're going to say, hey, you're going to pull from here. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I have to actually configure it in here. You're going to pull from the top raw iron. And we can swap the position of those. So that way it's going to pull first and then send. And then, yeah, that's it. It's doing the thing. So we can put the silver in there if we wanted to. We can get all of our raw ore and then put it in there to get doubled. And then we'll be able to smelt it all in the smelter. So let's grab I don't want to do the copper. We have a lot of that. Osmium, aluminum, platinum, silver. Really, honestly, I don't know if we need any of this other stuff, but that's okay. We can place all this in there, and our friend is going to keep cooking it up, and we can go take this, and then we can place it in here. And it's not automated 100% because we don't have, any way to transfer everything over to this yet. But this will take care of this. This will all start smelting. We have our guy over here who is going to be broken in a moment. And I don't know why it always breaks both blocks, but whatever. We're going to place this here, and we're going to let it cast out the iron into here so that we can, it's just faster overall. And bam, bada bing, bada boom, this is taken care of. And that's it for today's episode. So if you enjoyed, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I know it kind of deviated. We were working with occultism, and I realized that, oh, wait, we kind of can't. We need to get to the end and everything. So next episode, we'll get into Ars Nouveau, and then maybe we'll start looking for our end fortress. That way we can at least pop into the end, not fighting the dragon, but maybe we'll be able to pop into the end and get some end stone so we can progress through occultism. We'll see where we end up. I don't have terribly too many ender pearls, but I can always go visit our nether guy and trade with him for a while. So anyway, if you enjoyed, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it. It really does help out the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.